And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback. Coming off play action, Lauletta finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Lauletta from the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Check, Patriot!
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And a short gain here down to the 22. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Kyle Lauletta, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Wentz. Forced out to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Wentz again. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. But how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Loretta. Flushed out right. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Oh. Lefty, lefty. What's on?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Ram! Here we go. 120!
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Good chip. What's this?
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
82. 82. What's this?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Don't go. 81, 81. Here, sit.
Now Wentz. He's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Wentz going to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A handoff, Barkley running left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. And he knocks it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dortmund. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone!
on third down. Lauletta. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Waiting.
Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
On the mark. Black, come on. Listen.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
3-19.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. This is caught at the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Right,
so a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So a minute 56 to play in this 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green,
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Shorty.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left side, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. The throw became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
This 5-7. Down the man inside. Down the man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
This 5-7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Wentz. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Black, come on. What's this? Please back step.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Check 4. This spot 2. Wrap.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wentz. He dumps it off to Barkley. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Blair, and they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. keep pounding the football, keep driving, keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Trey Madden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. And he puts it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Lauletta. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Finding some room in midfield. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. It's Gordon. 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And he'll bang that one through. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now. for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Always got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Wentz now on first down. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
On first down, Wentz. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Gordon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Lauletta. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Tyus Bowser, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Motion,
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot! Hot!
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. Staying on his feet. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
A toss out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ram, 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 ram!
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You